covered some basic principles of handling vegetables in this course when we went over mirepoix, carrots, celery, and onions. However, there are some other vegetables that require a little extra attention. But who doesn't, right? So let's go over some of these high-maintenance vegetables in the next few lessons. Leeks are part of the onion family, but they have a more subtle, mellow flavor and become really tender, silky, and yummy when cooked. One of the problems, though, is that they're notoriously dirty because as they grow, the dirt gets packed around the base and gets trapped in between the layers. Begin by trimming the tougher greener part off and save this bit for stock. And then trim off the root end. And then we'll slice it right down the middle and rinse it under water. We'll catch all that dirt. So to wash, place under a steady stream of cold running water and actually wipe off the layers with your fingers or a paper towel. This will ensure you get every piece of dirt out. Alternatively, you can submerge your leeks in water with the rings and just agitate them. One time I served a leek and goat cheese pizza, and when I went in for the first bite, it was grit. Luckily, it wasn't a catering client. That would not be pretty. So as you agitate, the dirt just falls right to the bottom of the bowl. And voila. Now, leeks are great in soups and probably commonly known paired with potatoes in a vichyssoise soup. They're also simply great sautéed by themselves with butter and fresh herbs. Peppers are a vegetable with bright color and flavor to match. There are a number of ways to prepare them, and they're great raw in salads, sandwiches, and of course delicious in stir fries and stews. To slice a pepper, begin by placing it upright on your board and slice down vertically, removing the sides of the pepper in about 3 or 4 pieces. You want to make sure you cut at the right depth to remove the flesh, but not the bitter white pith, like so. Just cut straight down. Now, if you do cut the pith, take your knife and just slice it out just like this. See that beautiful piece? Now, once you've taken off the sides, you can simply stack them up and julienne them or dice them, which we learned earlier. And what I want to say about that is so much easier to slice on the fleshy side than the skin side. Just like that. Often a recipe will call for a peeled pepper. Now, as you can see, it will be pretty difficult to remove the skin as is, but this is how the pros do it if they don't have a serrated peeler. You place the pepper directly on the stove on an open flame, and you leave it to char until it's pretty blistered. You turn it over with the tongs, not with your fingers, when it's charred. Once fully blistered, place them into a large mixing bowl while they're still hot, and then place plastic wrap on top. This will make the sweet pepper sweat, and then the blistered skin will come off easily when gently rubbed. So this took about, 5 minutes or so. You take your paper towel and just rub it straight off. It's like an eraser. See, as the skin is moist, it's less messy. And that's that. So let's take a look at mushrooms, one of my favorite ingredients. They really have a savory, earthy flavor and are great for adding a depth of flavor to stews, sauces, or simply sautéed with sour cream, butter, and chives. That can't be bad, can it? Now, mushrooms like leeks tend to pick up a lot of dirt, and the best way to clean them is with a pastry brush. This means your mushrooms stay dry and they don't become waterlogged given their porous nature if you wet them. Once cleaned of dirt, trim the tough root end, but leave the stem as it's totally edible. Now you can simply slice the mushroom, again, making it stable. What did we learn? And then slicing the mushroom. Making it stable, and then slicing. Now to rough chop them, Then you just run your knife through the pile of sliced mushrooms, and this will give you an even textured mixture of cut mushrooms. Now this is great in sauces or stuffings or ravioli fillings. With these ingredients on hand, you've got a long recipe list of infinite possibilities. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to slice, roast, and peel tomatoes. Or is it tomatoes? However you say it, we're about to cook it.